balance, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What's going down, gamblers around the world? I am the coach, and I am back. Last day of spring training. In fact, today is our spring game, and I'm joined by two of my brothers, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Let's start off with Mr. Marley Bets. Marley, what's going down with you?
It's the goddamn deal, man. It's good to have you back, sir.
Chill out, boy. Don't act like you ain't see me Saturday busting the sweat with the pool table, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice here soon when I set it up.
And we also got the Reaper, Mr. Mikey Hova, aka WNBA Locks, as of right now. Hova, what's going down with you?
Not much. Let's get started.
Yeah, I know everybody pretty much is in a hurry right now. So, hey, we just want to appreciate everybody tuning in and kind of do a quick recap on yesterday. Marley, I do have a question because I wasn't tuned in. You said you liked the Bucks first half. Was that money line or spread?
It was first quarter and first half yesterday, and they both were money line, sir. Well, first quarter was half a point, so I couldn't take the money line.
Okay,
first
so
half.
you might have. Okay, so you went 2-2 yesterday, while
Correct.
Mikey Hova went 1-1 yesterday. But he did call that Boston Celtics victory, and LJ went 1-2 as well yesterday. So, good job on well, bad job. We not looking for no participation trophy. So we definitely do got to step a game up. And me, I've been cold since my birthday. Big dog. Like, I can't catch a break. I think the Heat first half was like the only thing I did. But, man, it's been tough. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. Lil James said, what up, my guys? He also said he likes the links. WNBA -1.5. Book it. Mikey Hova's the man to let you know about that first half. And he also said he took the Aces -2.5 for the first half. How you feel about that, Hova?
Well, I mean, I can't really comment like on first half bets. I typically don't really do those, but I can say as far as full game, my plays is the Mystics +5. At home, Della Dawn, she took off last game, so she's gonna be back this game. And then I got the Lynx taking care of business on the road against what is the spread on that game? The spread is 3. So I got the Lynx -3 taking care of business on the road against the Indiana Fever.
Okay. All right. And those are his WNBA plays for the day. Definitely got to jot those down. Hope if you can type that into the private chat, I can post them on the banner.
I got you.
But, man, let's kind of get right into it because, again, I got my spring ball and Hope got to get going, to his practice too. First game on the docket, the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-game winning streak taking on the Miami Heat. This game is going back down south in the FTX Arena Stadium. We are looking at a 7:30 Eastern Standard tip-off time. 76ers 57-35 on the year, 44-47-1 against the spread, while the Miami Heat are 59-32 on the year, 51-39-1 against the spread. Let's check out these injured. Well, excuse me. The line actually. Let's go to the line openings and open up -3.5 in favor of the Heat. Right now, that line I have seen it at 2 on our sponsor UWager, but there are some 2.5s and 3 out there right now. The total opened up at 210, and right now the line is sitting at 209. So injury reports, which is very important in this series. There aren't any injury reports reported as of right now. Don't know if that's a glitch on our notes, but let me get to these actual factuals for the 76ers. So the under 6 out of last 9 games, they are 11-5 straight up. In the last 16 games, 2-8 against the spread in the last 10 games on the road, though 1-7 straight up in the last 8 games when playing on the road against Miami. The overs hits 5 out of the last 7 games when playing against a Southeast Division opponent. They are 12-5 straight up in the last 17 games in the month of May. The overs also hit 6 out of the last 6 games whenever the 76ers play on Tuesday. Actual factuals for the Heat. Heat 11-5 against the spread in the last 16 games. The unders hit 7 out of the last 9 games. They are 12-4 straight up in the last 16 games. The unders also hit 6 out of the last 9 games against Philly. 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games. 7-1 straight at the crib. 8-0 straight up at the crib. 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games at the crib against 76ers, as I explained earlier. The unders also hit 8 out of the last 11 games against an Eastern Conference opponent. 4-2 against spread in the last 6 games against Atlantic Division opponent. And the unders hit 4 out of the last 5 games whenever they play on a Tuesday. So let me let you start off with this one, Marley. 76ers taking on the Heat. Game 5. Series tied 2-2. What's the play?
So I have been saying all along that I like the Heat for the series. I think they're the better team. And that's included with Embiid. In or out of the lineup. Obviously, Embiid came back. They got 2 games. You got a decent performance from James Harden finally. I'm not betting on that to continue because I've only seen it one time. So why would I think it would proceed to continue? I don't see him shooting that well. I don't see Danny Green shooting as well as he shot it in Philly versus in Miami. Obviously, that crowd is going to be with the Heat instead of with the Philly. I'm going to take the Heat first half. I've already made the play and money lined it. I think it's minus 2. Hold on. I still have you wager open. Give me a second. No, it's actually minus 1.5. But I'm going to money line that. Don't want it that close. The injury to Larry, obviously he played last game, but you can see he was limping a little bit throughout the floor. It's a little bit concerning. But honestly, this team's going to go as far as Philly, I'm talking about, as far as Joel Embiid goes. I just think it's too much as a team for Philly to beat them, especially the way they play defense. If Joel Embiid is not giving you what he needs to give you, then I don't think they stand a chance of winning. Because again, you got to depend on Harden, and I think him having a good game, I guess that does well for his confidence. But I'm not banking on him to do that again. We rarely see it as is. I know he put up 30, 33, I think last game. I don't know, man. Call me a hating harder, a Harden hater, excuse me. But I can't
Harden
rely
hater.
on Harden hater.
Harden
I
hater.
just can't rely on step back threes.
I'll oblige. I'll call you that. Harden hater.
Fine. I'll take it.
Okay.
That's what you want it to be. It's just and until somebody show me,
I'm just messing with you.
They ain't won nothing in the playoffs. So I mean,
strip club a lot of niggas ain't won nothing in the playoffs.
Right, but it's not a lot of niggas.
Neither here nor there.
Right, exactly. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the nigga right now that ain't won nothing. That wants to be a $240 million player that ain't won shit and has been performing so all his career up in the playoffs when it really counts. So kudos to Harden. He played a great game, a good game, game 3. I'm sticking with my pick with the Heat. I think they're the overall better team. I do like Maxey, but I just don't see Danny Green. Danny Green been shooting the lights out from 3 the last 2 games.
Right.
When was the last time like he did that? Like, is that going to continue? Or are we going to rely on Danny Green to be the third leading scorer or third option on the team? Like, I don't think all those things are going to keep continuing to happen, especially in Miami. We always know, I say this all the time, the role players play worse at home. Numbers drop. The shooting percentages drop. Points drop. It's just the way it is. So I expect Hero to start making more shots. We expect Duncan Robinson to start making more shots, Strauss to making more shots, Vincent to making more shots, and they just have more people, period. So I like Miami first half money line. I lean under. I made a play on it, but I'm not sure to give it out official right now. First half to 107. I normally, when the total is like more, like 107 is 214, but they got the total at 209. Right. So I always take that. Not always, but a lot of times I look at that and be like, oh, okay, well, let me take this under the first half instead of the full game because I'm getting more points. So actually, Coach, make them both official. Under 107 and a half.
The first half. Okay.
Yeah. And money
line. Yes, all right. Hova, how you feel about this one?
I'm going to go ahead and go with the Sixers. So we all know that the series don't start until somebody actually wins on the road, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say. So Miami took care of business, right? At home twice and Philly twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I just want to make sure that, okay, so we're back in Miami now. So also, I'm looking at, number one, you're right. Miami does have a lot of weapons. However, my thing is the two victories that they got, they were at home and Philly didn't even have their best player. So with that being said, now I think Philly's kind of starting to get their groove back a little bit as far as this round because they've been missing Embiid. I think ever since Jimmy was talking about what did James Harden really do besides hit free throws, they've lost. They've lost. So I'm gonna go with the 76ers. I don't think the Heat had anything for Embiid. I think James Harden, he's gonna pick up where he left off, and I think Maxi's definitely gonna make. I think Maxi's definitely gonna make a difference. And that's fine, if he lets
I
me
don't
down.
know if they gonna win or not, but James.
But the
Harden
last two, but as long as they have Embiid, then I feel really really confident. So, for me, because I was thinking about Philly money line. I will say these games are. This is like going to be like a grinded out series. It might go to this series might really go to 7. I can see a possession here or there, that can determine the outcome of the game. So I'm gonna take Philly with the points. Last time I checked the line, it was at 3. Is it still at 3?
It's at 2. It was at 2.
It's at 2.
It's at 2.
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So I'll just go ahead and I'll take Philly plus the 2, just in case we have some BS happen at the end with some refs or whatever. I'll just take the plus 2, but ultimately I wouldn't be surprised if they win. So my official play is gonna be the Philadelphia 76ers plus 2 on the road, getting the job done.
All right. I don't have a play. Like I said, I'm cold as hell right now in this NBA. I just want to. I told you, like I told y'all yesterday, I ain't capping. I'm just gonna kind of ride off of what y'all got because I'm cold right now, big time. So, but if I were to have a lean, I'm with there with Marley on the first half money line with the Heat, just because it is the home game. But Embiid, man, he's looking good. He's been looking good in the last 2 games since his return. So if I was to make a lean, I'd definitely take the Heat first half for sure. So, hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach that is Marley Bets and Mikey Hova. Just real quick for all the WNBA fans out there, here are Hova's plays. He likes the Mystics +5 and the Lynx -3 for the game. All right, let's get to our next and final game of tonight. A lot of stuff going on right now. It can get a little chippy tonight. It's been getting chippy even before the incident with CP3's family and a Dallas fan. But that being said, let's get right into it. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time going down in the desert, the Footprint Center. We're talking about the Dallas Mavericks Game 5 going sitting at 58-34, 54-32 against the spread, taking on the Phoenix Suns, who are pissed off, 70-22 on the year, 50-42 against the spread. Their head coach just got Coach of the Year, so he's feeling great right now, and they got to come out and represent because this is I believe this is the first game since he won that award. This line actually opened up -5.5 in favor of Arizona right now. It's at 6.5, and the total opened up at 213. Right now, that line's at 215 as a consensus. Injury reports right now, for some reason, there aren't any injury reports listed on our notes, but we can get right into the actual factual. So Dallas, they are 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 games. The total's gone under 5 out of the last 7. They are 13-5 straight up in the last 18 games. 6-4 against the spread in the last 20 games against Phoenix. 2-11 against straight up in the last 13 games against Phoenix. They almost hit 7 out of the last 9 games on the road, and they're 0-7 straight up in the last 7 games on the road against Phoenix as well. 15-5 straight up in the last 20 games against a Western Conference opponent, and they are 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games played in the month of May. Get to these actual factuals for the Suns. They're 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games. The overs hit 6 out of the last 9. They are 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games. The unders hit 8 out of the last 12 games against Dallas. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games at home. 7-0, like I said before, straight up against at home against Dallas. The overs also hit 9 out of the last 13 against the Southwest Division for the Suns. 13-1 straight up in the last 14 games played on a Tuesday, and only 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games when playing as a favorite. So, Dallas Mavericks, Phoenix Suns, Game 5, 2-2 series. I'm going to let you start off with this one first, Hova. What's the play?
And this series is definitely chippy, definitely a real competitive series. For me, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with the Mavericks to cover the 6.5. They did a real good job on Chris Paul last game. I think Paul, I know they held him under double-digit scoring, I believe. They just kind of limited him getting to that little soft spot, him being comfortable, and he had an impact. He's always gonna have an impact on the game just because he understands the position, and he's a, as they would say, point guard throwback. So he don't have to score necessarily to have an impact, but they limited that. They took that out of the equation, and I think that's why they was able to come up with the victory. Also, the Mavericks had 6 people in double digits last game, and actually, I believe throughout the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, they have 4, 5, 6 people that are averaging double digits. So it's telling me that everything is a team effort, and Luka's getting his, but they're not having to necessarily depend on him. Kind of almost as much as Philly. Philly gonna have to ride Embiid, right? Like Dallas, of course, they probably have to ride Luka, but not to that extent because you have everybody else who are making contributions. So with that being said, I loved what the Mavericks did defensively last game. I think they have the consistent enough scoring in order for them to stay within that 6 to 7 point range. So I got to take the Dallas Mavericks plus 6.5. That's my official play.
All right, Mikey Hova, the Reaper. He's on the Mavericks plus the 6.5. Marley, what's the play, my G?
Shout out to the homie Tease, dog. Tease in this bitch. What's up, Tease? Tease been getting me motherfucking WNBA plays since it started, and them hoes been cash straight up. I need to get Tease and Mikey together some kind of way to do a show.
Facts. Big facts.
Show, for real.
Big
I told
facts.
Tease already about doing the show. I got to figure some shit out some kind of way. But shout out to Tease. I say this all the time, man. If y'all don't know Tease the fucking GOAT. Nigga quit his job and start gambling, supporting his family, putting his daughter through college off straight gambling. Nigga, that's legend status. That nigga need to that's gotta shout out that man, respect that, man, for sure. But back to today. And Galactic High, I seen you too. What's up, my guys? Want to raise the people. Appreciate that. All right, I'm on Suns first quarter. Minus 2.5. That's what the line is currently. First 2 games at the crib, Suns blew them out in the first quarter. And I'm also going to be on the team total over first quarter, 29. They put up 35 first quarter and 32 in the second game in the first quarter. And Coach said, they're pissed off. Family been getting pushed, talking shit too. Phoenix finna Suns in 4, bro. That dude, them niggas finna be lit tonight. All that energy. I don't got my chain on. That's what's different about the show. We started early. I don't got my chain on. Shit not right now, dog. It's all weird. Suns first quarter, minus 2.5. And I'm on team total today. I think this is my first time giving the team total on the show. But when you find something that that's been hidden, and I've been listening to all the low baggers and shit like that, you got to try something different out here. And I looked up the numbers. Suns first quarter is going to be money, minus 2.5. I heard Mikey Hova. I agree to an extent about like the role players and shit like that, but like they don't do that shit on the road. They do that shit at home. Like I expect Finney Smith numbers to go down again. If you look at Brunson and stuff, you look at what they did in Phoenix versus what they did in Dallas, fucking night and day. Not even fucking close. So I don't expect that to turn around for some strange reason. The only thing changing is the energy that they was riding. They was riding that wave from that crowd that they get that little boost that I talk about all the damn time. And they not finna get that. You know who finna get that? Cameron Payne finna get that, and the rest of the Suns, Aiden and Booker and Paul and everybody. That's who's gonna get to ride that wave tonight. And so until it serves me wrong, that wave been rocking, and I'm gonna keep riding that hoe. So I'm early home team, which is why I'm on the first quarter Suns, and I'm gonna take the first quarter team total over for the Suns as well. That is at 29, Coach. I think that's a damn good bet. Like I said, first two games they hit. First game they hit 35. Second game they hit 32. I don't think the one thing about defense, we know that's energy. It's an energy thing. You gotta want to do it. Move your feet. Energy. Ain't gonna have that boost tonight. 6.5 might be good though. I don't know. I'm on first quarter.
All right. So again, I ain't betting, man. It's just NBA been just too janky for me. I done lost too much money since my breeding on NBA. But with that being said, if I were to lean, I would take the home team first half, which I think it'll be around 4. You sure the first quarter spread is -3, Marley?
No, it's not -3.
Okay, because you said -3. Yeah, I was like, that sound like
2.5.
first. So the first quarter spread is 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking right at it. Let me refresh it and see if it's changed.
Nah, because I heard 3, so that's why I'm asking. But nah, if that's it, then that's it. But I'd like that first half if I was to make
2.5. First half might be 3. First half is 3.5.
Yeah, I would go with that 3.5 for sure for the first half. So that would be my line.
No, don't.
What?
Gotta ride that first quarter, dog.
That first quarter.
First quarter,
I ain't gambling. Matter of fact, I probably am gonna take it because I'm gonna ride with y'all. But see, and me and Hova talked about this. Them first quarters be janky, dog.
First quarter's been great to me, dog.
I took Golden State first quarter yesterday. No more in. Okay, cool.
But you gotta look at that's a circumstance. I was on first half. I mean, I lost that too. Well, not first quarter, but first half. But nothing is 100%, bro. Like, name me a bet that you can take that's like this hoe always gonna hit every time 100%.
Heat first half at the crib.
That hoe is not 100%. Oh wow! Open up this.
Marley's bad. Well, man, let's do a quick recap because we got to get out of here and I got to go out here and get on these kids' ass and motivate. Anywho, so Marley's plays of the day, he likes the Heat money line first half, and he took the Heat. So that's cash right there. And the under for the first half. He likes the Suns first quarter -2.5 and the Suns team total over 29 for the first half as well. As far as Hova, he likes 76ers +2 and the Mavericks +6.5. Hova's riding with these dogs on these points today, and low key, I know he think them 76ers might win that whole outright today. That's how you feeling?
Yeah.
That's how he feeling, dog.
No, they're not gonna
win. Who not gonna win? 76ers?
Yeah, they're not gonna win.
Okay, well, we shall see. That's the great thing about this is that at some point we're gonna find out what the real. Hey man, we did start early today because I'm trying to make appearance at least for the week. But LJ has definitely been holding it down lately. Those are his official plays. He likes the Heat -3, so that line has gone up. And the Suns first quarter. Okay, there y'all on your first quarter bets. Did that line go to 3? Because the website also said it 2, but right before I got on, it said 2.
I just refreshed it and I'm gonna refresh it again for you guys.
Because that's originally when I saw, and I just looked not too long ago. It said 3.
You want me to screenshot that home and send it to y'all? What y'all want me to do?
You got to screenshot. Just tell me. I ain't got
it. I didn't say it 3 times, man. 2.5.
Okay, well, shit. None of y'all. Okay, so then Mikey Hova, you getting your 2.
Y'all talking about the Suns? Oh, it's about the Heat game.
We're talking about the Heat game.
Oh, okay. Because I'm still talking about the Suns first quarter.
Here, let me.
The Heat game is 2.5 full game. So I'm looking at right now.
2.5. Okay.
Yeah, so that's been changing.
So we're gonna give Hova that hook, man.
Let me get that half.
All right. So that is his official play with that hook. Oh, it still didn't. I guess I didn't save. Wait a minute, it should be saved. Give him that hook. But all right. So we don't have no pay demands. Open mic. Anything I want to talk about real quick? Or do we want to? We talk about everything on the spectrum. I mean, I know Hova was talking about.
My bad.
Go ahead.
Queen said, "See, I would have told him." Oh, she said she would have told you take Memphis first quarter cash, but you never be here.
She said that. Did she say that last part?
I added that last part.
It sounded like you said that,
man. But she said
right,
she all over
I'm out though.
First quarter. All right, Mikey.
All right, Hova.
She said she all over Phoenix first quarter.
Phoenix for the first Q. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm on the Astros run line tonight. Astros run line, open mic play. Verlander pitching against the Twins. Give me that plus 130. Give me that plus 130. I've been doing better on baseball right now. More better than goddamn NBA, man.
I'm not on the Sixers. I'm on the Heat first half tease. And that's it.
Yeah, I like them.
I'm damn near not even doing full games no more.
Let me get LJ's. Let me write down LJ's official plays real quick. So he likes the Heat -3 in the Suns first quarter. All right. Other than that, Marley, you got anything? You got any open mic?
Yeah, hold on. Queen said, trying to let my Twitter catch up. Queen said, Padres get back tonight, and Dodgers. So I haven't seen baseball yet. I'm definitely finna ride with Tease on this Aces full game and Lynx first half.
Oh yeah. I'm with y'all on that too. I'm probably gonna do a nice little parlay today. Take the Heat first half. I'm gonna do the Heat first half. Astros run line. I'm gonna take them Lynx. I'll take that Lynx first half as well. So, but with that being said, man, if you can hit them with the prayer, we can get on out of here. Hit them with the prayer.
We got the best intro in the business, by the way. I haven't said that. No intro is better than ours. Like always, before I get to football count, I am Marley Bets. This is Brothas N Bets, and that is the coach. And like yesterday, like today, and like tomorrow, as always, y'all know what it is. Let's beat Vegas. We out this motherfucker.
95% conviction rate by the feds in RICO charges.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay.